Start. Today we're going to have our first topic. It's going to take around 20 minutes. It's going to be on assessing the vehicle operating conditions. And from the first topic, what we all saw was that the vehicle needs several checks before it's on the road. Several checks, like let's say we're talking about checks on the roadwork, checks on the engine, checks on the already electrical section, or the rest. So at the moment, we're going to just have a check on how to assess the vehicle operational condition by identifying and repairing tire punctures, talk about the oils, how you change the oil of the vehicle, spark plug, how you change the spark plugs. On a practical lesson, we're going to talk about on how you're going to service the spark plugs and so forth. So we're going to use several tools and equipment. So we're going to use what you call, we're going to use a vehicle app, change the oil, we're going to use the fits that you have there, we're going to use the spark plug tester, the spark plugs, and so many other things as related to what you're doing. So our main course is auto body. So we concentrate mostly on body side. So on the topics now assessing vehicle operational conditions and on the body of the car, we thought that we talk about what we call the wheels and tires. It's very important because the wheels and tires entails much a lot about the vehicle itself and how it operates on the road. So if you lose your control, your wheel balancing is bad, all those things, then you miss it out. So a very important topic, identifying and repairing the tire punctures can prevent accidents. It can reduce what we call risks of blowout and save you from being stranded on the side of the road. Now I'm going to give you a step kind of method on how you're going to call it step-by-step kind of procedure that's going to help you in identifying the tire punctures. You can do what you call regular checks. Regularly inspect your tires for signs of wear, damage, or punctures. Look for cuts, cracks, bulges, objects stuck in the tire. Very important. 2. Loss of air pressure is a big problem because all the pressures are supposed to be balanced. You have to check the tire pressures at least once a month before long trips. If you notice a sudden drop in pressure, it indicates some puncture. Number 3, initial vibrations or noise. If your vehicle starts vibrating or making initial noises while driving, it could be a sign of a punctured tire. Now you have to check also on what you call visual inspection. Visual inspection is when you're just having a visual inspection around your car to see whether your car operates well or it has what you call stuck objects on the wheels, cracks, walls, and such like things. Check the side walls, tread, and the video. So repairing tire punctures before you start to repair the tire punctures, we need to know some of the few things here and there. So one thing is before you start, there is always one thing that they call safety first. Safety is very important because you must be able to make sure that the location of the vehicle is away from the traffic and you have to turn off your engine about the times for the stoppage. 2, gather some equipment. These are the tools, equipment, and materials you're going to use when you're going to do your tire repair. Step-by-step tire repair includes removing the wheel, loosening the lugs with a wrench, then raise the vehicle using a tail, then remove the lugs. Remove the lugs from the vehicle. Number 2, removing the tire from the rim. When removing the tire from the rim is a procedure whereby you carefully keep the tire away from the rim when it's stuck, and then when it's stuck, you should use the tire levers to pry it out. This is what we call the tire levers. Number 3, inspect the tire. Check the tire for the source of puncture Look for the objects such as the nails, screws, that means it has caused puncture. Number 4, remove the object. And then if you find that the object is stuck, you move it carefully using so that you cannot be able to cause further damage. Clean the area around the puncture with a soap or a water to remove the dirt or the debris. Okay? Apply sealant, which is very, very optional. You realize that you have a tire sealant, which you have applied it to the area around the puncture area to help seal the hole. You'll also be able to see this one when you go to the workshop down there, our practical workshop. So insert a plug patch, use a tire plug or patch to seal the puncture. Follow the manufacturer's instructions for proper insertion. Then number 8, you have to do what you call, you install the tire. You put in the tire back again to its position. You put the tire back again. You really carefully place the tire back into the rim and making sure that it is properly seated. Inflate the tire. There's the difference between inflate and deflate. Deflate is to remove the pressure and inflate is to put in the pressure. So inflate the tire to the recommended pressure that are recommended by the original equipment manufacturers, and then will be indicated by the tire sidewall to your vehicle's original vehicle manual. Okay? Check for the tire, inspect the tires, ensure they're properly deflated and repair the holdings. Now to install the tire back to the vehicle, now you're putting it back. You put the wheels back on by placing the wheels back onto the hub. There's a hub onto the hub, and sometimes after that, taking the lug nuts. You have to take them. Taking the lug nuts, usually you have to follow a procedure. Use a wrench to tighten the lug nuts. You must have a button, okay? Don't just tighten them anyhow. And then after that, tightening one lug nut, moving to the other, and so on, one after the other. Then check the tire pressures again, whether they are okay. Double check the tire pressures to ensure that it's still at the recommended level. Sometimes usually the tire pressures of the front of the car are a little bit, is it higher than the ones behind the car? It is the opposite of the front of the car, the tire pressures are a bit lower, but the rear tire they are a bit higher because sometimes you have to carry some luggage, okay? So you have to balance that. So then they just test drive. Anything you are doing always at any other time, you must carry out a test drive, which you do like a road test, okay? Drive carefully, drive in a safe location, such as parking lots, and test the tire. Number 2, listen for a hissing sound, looking for signs or air check, checking for any leaks of the pressure, verify the pressure, and the tires, as the original repair. The tire holds there, and there is no signals or leaks. The repair is successful. Well, then that means you are good to go. And some few important things for you to remember is that you always refer to the vehicle's manual at all times when you are doing anything. Refer to the vehicle's manual. This is being provided by the original equipment manufacturer. For example, if a vehicle is a Japanese vehicle and it's a Toyota, so the original equipment manufacturer is a Japanese. And that's the way it goes. So you follow the manual that a Japanese has given you. If you are not comfortable repairing the puncture, what do you do? Call for a roadside assistance or SIP. That's why you see so many people on the roadside, they stand and say, help, they need help. So in such a case, with a professional mechanic, you can give a phone call, that's within a press of a phone call, you get it. So it's recommended to have the entire professional inspected and repaired if the puncture is done or system. But just imagine, a simple tire can cost you the whole of your car. If the tire bursts, you lose your whole car, the car is a lot of money. So what are you talking about? Remember that to always drive safely and maintain proper tire pressure to prevent future punctures. Now, next lesson, we're going to talk about, or now we are going to perform what we call wheel balancing. That's going to be our next lesson. Thank you.